Interview which I had published 3 years back, what will bring magical change in power sector, and I always quote this study, and I think this is the right time to the kind of environment we are in, we should talk about it, that India had 35% of GDP share of the entire world in 18th century, which was around 1750. And I am not saying this is not my study, this is study of noted economist Angus Maddison. And a detailed study was done by OECD about many years back, and this was published. But unfortunately, this has never been talked to a length at which it should have been talked. And I had actually published some of this. And when 35% of GDP was coming from India in 18th century, what is it which happened in last 250 years that we came down to somewhere in the range of 2.5 to 3%. When we got independence, we were in the range of 2.5%. Today also we hover around 3%. So every Indian should feel cheated, should feel looted, that we are a citizen of a looted country and we have to revive it. In fact, in my article, I had written about the same article that we need a blueprint which from 3% to 35%. How do we revive from 3% to 35%? And if you look at the time when we were 35%, what was India's speciality? Every village was an independent economic unit. We were the only strength, and people actually from other part of the world, they came to India. Chinese had come to India, and they learned our economic system and found out that what is so special about India. So one village does not need anything from the other village. Why? Because we had our own Gurukul system. We used to teach Vedas. No one needed any healthcare because the practices, the habits of everyone used to be so good. They used to travel many miles to get water from the well which was not in their vicinity. So they were physically fit. So all those practices led to the economic independence of our each and every village. And now and in fact I had requested in various forums that I would vote for the government which will actually talk about 3% to 35% blueprint. And now what are we talking about after Corona? That how do we become Atmanirbhar Bharat? I am sure the same amount of thinking, same line of thinking has gone into our leaders, because the chief thinkers, the key thinkers of this government actually talk and think on these lines. And I'm so glad that we are talking about independent India and creating our own capabilities, upskilling our people, making the Atmanirbhar Bharat. And now look at the business model of Medhaj. Medhaj is a purely Indian company. We work mainly for our government clients, be it central government or state government, and we work in the infrastructure. I personally think we actually have had no problem in the governments we had in 75 years, because government's job should be only to build roads, work on electricity, now provide Wi-Fi also, and rest everything should be done by private sector. And we are a purely Indian company, we understand this space, 13 years of experience, we have so much of capability to understand the Indian ecosystem, we have world's finest bureaucracy in our own country. Because some of the great work, all the great work frankly has been some thinking of some good well-meaning bureaucrat in the country. So if you look at the quality and quantity of work which has happened in last few years, Saubhagya scheme, Deen Dayal Gram Jyoti Yojana scheme, IPDS scheme, tremendous amount of work has happened in last few years, and now government is coming with many new schemes also, new set of work which will change again, which will create a lot of employment. So frankly, with Atmanirbhar Bharat, our Honorable Prime Minister has given us a new target, which means a lot to the companies like Medhaj. We have an appetite of creating billions of Medhaj in this own country with this new. And so to your question, we are just at the tip of the iceberg, and I am super excited at this stage because we have everything what it takes to grow 20 folds than what we have achieved so far.